What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Don back here with another build video, man. And today I got y'all with a playmaking glass cleaner build, aka Giannis or a Draymond type build. But before we get too far into the video, man, make sure you do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 1K. We're getting so close, man. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe. All right, let's get right into the build, man. So first things first, you will be making this build at the power forward position, man. Handedness does not matter. Jersey number doesn't matter. Now for the body settings on this build, we're going with 6'8", and we're going with minimum weight because we want the most speed possible. 7'4" on the wingspan because we do want to use this build to be able to play some pretty solid defense, man. This build would honestly be great for the Pro-Am. But body shape, I went with defined. We're going to smash continue, get right into these attributes, man. So first things first, you want to get started with close shot. Close shot, we're not going to take it that high. This build is meant to be out on the perimeter on offense for sure, but you still will be able to drive, but we'll get into that later. With the driving layup, we will be going with a 72 just to make sure that you can still make those layups, man. You don't want to make a build that can't make the layups, and you also might want to go with fearless finisher if you find yourself not being able to use the dunk stick as often as you'd like. But drive and dunk, we're going for those elite contacts, man. So we will be taking the drive and dunk all the way up to a 92. And with that being said, man, if you want the elite contacts, if you put on the 92, make sure you put your vertical at 8. You do not want to miss that out. You do not want to miss out on that by not putting your vertical up to an 80. And you know we like to make well-rounded builds on this channel, so we are going to make sure we have shooting as well, man. I just don't like to make builds that can't shoot at all because you end up being a liability on offense unless you're the center for the most part. So for the mid-range, we can go with an 81, which is decent. I mean, you shouldn't really miss a lot of middies, period. I mean, even with like a 70-something, you're still straight. Then with the three-point shot, we're going to take that up to an 80. And you can already see like what we're looking like as far as the badges go. Pretty balanced. With the free throw, you want to go up to at least a 70-ish, you know, around that 65 to 75 area is where you want to be because you want to make sure you can be consistent from the line, man. We don't like missing free throws. That's how you lose games right there. But for the pass accuracy, we're going to take that up to an 85 because I do want this build to be elite at passing as well. We're actually just adding a lot of playmaking to this build to make it more versatile, man, because you don't want to be out there, can't dribble, don't got quick first step, because at the power forward position, this is honestly where I see the most matchup mismatches, you know what I'm saying? Because you might have a center on you, like you get like a 7'3" center, 7-foot center. With this build, you'll be able to beat them off the dribble. And all right, now time for the defense. I'm going to skip interior. In all honesty, interior defense is terrible in this game. As long as you got block, that's where you'll get the most stops at, man, because hands up defense in the paint, from what I've seen, does not work, man, and that just is what it is. But perimeter defense seems like it got a little buff lately. I don't know, let me know down in the comment section what y'all think, but it definitely seems like people out there getting more bumps on, you know, the ball handler and all that other stuff, and definitely steals. I've noticed that steals have been a lot better lately. But with that being said, interior defense, we're going with an 87. Still, we're going with an 87. Block, we're going to go with a 91. Offensive rebound, we're going to go with an 83. We do want to have a little bit on this. So, you know, with this build being the power forward, it is likely that you'll be close to the paint, you know what I'm saying? Or at least in the corners, you can run in there and grab some of those rebounds, give your team some extra chances, man. And with the defensive rebound, we're just going to go ahead and max that out. Now, time for the physicals. Like I said earlier, man, I did make this build to be kind of fast. We're going to max out speed. We're going to max out acceleration. I do want to add a little bit of strength to this build. Just if you're playing out on a perimeter, you want to have the strength so you can get those bump animations. More strength, the better. You know what I'm saying? But you don't got to go crazy with it. The vertical, like I said earlier, we want those elite contact dunks. Make sure you put on 80 vertical. You don't want to miss that. You know, build videos are kind of like templates to give you ideas, but this is a part that's not really negotiable, man. If you want those elite contact dunks, make sure you put the 80 on. We're just going to put the rest on stamina to get the build to a 99. We do want to have that stamina because this is a dribbling type build. You know what I'm saying? We don't have handles for days that high, so you got to make sure you compensate with actually having the actual stamina, do those Gatorade drills, you know, pretty much like make the build work for you. We got a final badge count of 14, 23, 22, and 29. Pretty balanced build. And don't forget, you do get those extra badges from hitting legend and hitting, not legend, but hitting 39 previously. For me, that's 7 extra badges. So I would likely put that probably mostly on defense to make this build just like almost a straight up lock. Go ahead, hit continue. So for the takeovers, man, there's a few ways you can go with this, because you do have the sharp playmaking, the lock, and the glass cleaning. I would probably go with double sharp, just because that's how I like to play on my builds, shooting mostly, and I like to be elite at that. But make the takeovers match your playstyle. Just like all the badges, man, think about what you do with your players, and use the badges to do that. You don't really have to follow like what the best badges might be, because you make it unique to your playstyle. That's how a build is good for you. All right, we're gonna say hit continue, and it gives you a playmaking glass cleaner, shades of Chris Webber, Draymond Green, and Giannis. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and actually test the build, so I can show you some of the badges that I would put to make this build fit my playstyle. For the finishing badges, this is how I'm rocking with it. I got unstrippable on bronze. You know what I'm saying? I don't really plan on being in the paint, trying to go up from the paint, but I do plan on rim running. So every now and then I might run it at the rim. Limitless takeoff, I'm gonna put that on silver. Posterize, I'm gonna put that on gold, and slithery, I'm gonna put that on Hall of Fame, man. That's the best way to utilize it for me. I really don't get thrown a lot of oops, so I wouldn't really have much of a use for Lob City finisher. But that's how I would do it for the actual finishing badges, man. The only other way I would see probably working out is if you put one on Fearless Finisher and then maybe do a Lob City, in case if you're like badge grinder or something, you're using the City Slam to kind of get those badges, then maybe a Lob City Finisher would kind of be useful for you. But for me, it's just not something that I'm gonna be doing, you know what I'm saying? But with me using this build, when I'm on a power forward, honestly, I'm mostly in the corner, between the corner and the hash, how my team plays. That's how we get down. So I'm gonna put corner specialist on gold. Cat to shoot, put that on silver, Deadeye silver. Pretty much just maximizing the amount of badges that I have, making sure I put those on where I would actually use them. So corner specialist, gold, cat to shoot, silver, Deadeye silver, hot zone hunter, silver. We're gonna go with a Hall of Fame sniper. I know a lot of people saying this badge doesn't necessarily do anything. I disagree, man. And I'm gonna put green machine on silver. I really don't need blinders for this build. I really have no plan on just trying to either crab people, get people to the side of me. I wouldn't be doing that with this build. Most of my shots will probably be me getting open from either my point guard driving or just me, picking my spots. All right, time for the playmaking badges, man. For the playmaking badges, this will be my setup right here, man. We're going with a gold bullet passer. Hybrid drive is on silver. That's just because, it gives you a little speed boost when you're actually driving to the rim, which is perfect for a rim runner. Quick first step, got to put that on silver. You already know what that's for. Glue hands, Hall of Fame. That is something for me that's not negotiable, because this build is pretty much a spot up, with a little bit of rim running capabilities. So you want to make sure you get the best animations for catching the ball. Handles for days, put that on silver just in case I do have to dribble a little bit. Unpluckable, we all know what that's for, and I love having that badge on just because it stops you from getting all those weird, turnover animations that you get when you don't have it. Like, 'cause on my center, man, I get some wild animations and I lose the ball off of rebounds, and this build can rebound, so you want to make sure you have a little bit of a counter for those people that's gonna spam as soon as you catch that rebound. And last but not least, here's my defensive badge setup. Like, I'm doing it with how I actually play the game in mind you that. So chase down artists, and put that on gold. Rim protector, gold. Tireless defender, I do think that badge is useful. I don't care what anybody says, that badge is useful. I'll put that on bronze. Off-ball pest, put that on gold. Interceptor, gold. Clamps, I'm only putting that on silver just because I'm not going to be guarding ball primarily. Honestly, I'm either going to be guarding a build much like myself, kind of like an off-ball sharp / rim runner. So I only need clamps on silver, but that's what I have off-ball pest for on gold. Box, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on silver just so I can kind of slow people down, so my big man can get to the board. Intimidator, put that on gold, and then rebound chaser, put that on gold. You do still want to be able to get those boards with this build, because a lot of the times, let's say you're playing the 2-3 in pro-am. I see a lot of people having there for play the pick and roll because you're faster, you know, more versatile, you can guard the ball a little bit. Yeah, so that's why I have rebound chaser on where I have it, just because you might have to do a little bit, step up a little bit, help your point guard out on that pick and roll, because it's much easier for you to do it than it is for the center to do it. But all right, man, that's pretty much it for the video, man. It's been your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Before you get up out of here, make sure, if you didn't already, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, check out some of the other videos on the channel. I have builds for everything, pro-am, rec, park, I do it all, man. But all right, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.